Okay. Hello, hello. We have Larissa on. I know we're probably going to have some other people joining us, but I wanted to get this going and get this recording going. I have a couple of people that called that for sure Paula is in a class. This is her last class she's been taking on Monday nights, and so she asked me what we were going to cover, and then she asked me to record it. So I didn't want to put out there that I was going to record it because that kind of sometimes keeps you off calls. If you know you're not going to be able to see it live, or see it recorded, then you come on live. So first things first, there has been the extra points in the challenge room for people to fill out the little questionnaires and to ask to talk about people who have high blood pressure. And then the first wave of the questionnaire that went out asking people if they'd be interested in health coaching has gone out, and we have gotten those results back. So I'm going to put those in Team Schmidt. They posted them. I'm going to post the whole post in Team Schmidt for you to see the list of the people who said they were interested in it, and they're by coach leader in the room. So if you are a coach but you are not the leader in the room, then don't look by your name, look by the leader's name. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So Larissa, you're in Paula's room, so it would be anyone under Paula Ruska would be the coach, and then the person's name is there. And then I've also put a little blurb that Kim Fisk posted for us of, that we want to reach out to them and talk to them about the health coaching and what it entails, and see if they're really interested in it. And then the procedures to get their $100 reimbursement back. So that's a really fun thing. And there are a few. I think Blake had one, and there were a couple in our room, and a couple in Mary Sexton's room, and a couple in Paula's. So I just saw it briefly at school today, and I can't get on Facebook on my computer at school because that's not a good use of school time. So I just have to see it on my phone, and the type was very, very small. So I just posted that in Team Schmidt. So that's there for everybody to look at. That's the first big thing. The second really big news that's coming out from Sundance, there was a top leadership training in Sundance, Utah. It's a beautiful place. My husband and I were invited, but we decided not to go this year. But if and when you ever get that invite, it's really a magnificent place to go. Anyway, a couple of things happened while they were there. They came out with a Happy Healthy Holidays incentive for coaches to bring on clients and help you build your business. And here's how it looks. It's like the Strive for 5. The increments are 5 new clients. So starting in the month of October, so this counts for any new clients that you've had already in October. If you get 5 in October, you earn $100. If you're a new coach and you earn a $100 cab bonus, that's another additional $100. But if you're just a coach that's been working for a while, if you bring on 5 clients by the end of October, you earn $100. If you bring 5 clients on in the month of November, you earn $100. If you bring 5 clients on in the month of December, you earn $100 plus free certification if you're not certified already. If you are certified, you can gift your certification to another person. So if you are a mentor coach, or you were maybe from this challenge or over the next couple months brought a new coach on, you brought on 5 new clients in December and you're already certified, you could gift your certification to one of your coaches. So that's, and then the biggie is this. If you bring on 25 clients in between October and the end of December, you earn those $100 bonuses and an additional $1,000 bonus.
Wow.
And that's huge. That's just a huge amount. That's a huge amount. And this is a really, really good time of the year. And it makes it very, very possible for that to happen at this time of the year. So that's called the Happy Healthy Holidays Incentive. And another addendum to that, if October passes and you have 3 or 4 clients and you don't get the 5, they will roll those over to November. So if you get those two more, it's cumulative. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So if you get 3 in October and then you get 7 in November, you'll get $200. The 100, it's just based on the 5 clients. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can't remember the wording exactly, but I want you to understand what they're getting at. So, and the way that they described it on the leadership call tonight, and it really is true, is if you just kind of lay out that you're going to talk to 3 people a day about the program, about what you do, whether you're following up with people or you're doing a client call and you're asking them if people have noticed and asking them if they have anybody, you know, this might be the time that you start to say, Larissa, and you and I talked about this, you know, that I'll give you a referral. I'll put some credit on your account for every person that you refer. If you don't want to coach them, I will be happy to do that, because this would really pay off for you to pay a little bit out in order to earn those bonuses back. And that's not a necessary thing. You don't have to say that or do that. I'm not implying that. I'm just giving you some verbiage for you to use. So what they talked about was if you talk to 3 people a day and you brought on 3 new clients a week, which seems like an awful lot to me right now, because this has been, my business has kind of been like this. But it's been like that because I've not been in action. I've been mentoring coaches, I've been planning trips, I've been going hither and yon on the weekends, and I haven't really buckled down and followed up and set appointments and did interested calls and done 3-way calls and all of that stuff. So if you talk to 3 people a day, and out of those 3 people a day, that would be talking to 15 people a week, and not trying to get them, just asking if you can send them some information, right? And if they think of anybody that it might work for, if they'd pass it on. And if you get 3 clients a week, it would be over a 4-month time, over a 4-month period, October, November, December, and by the end of January when your commissions were paid, if you did that and got that many clients, Brian Drollinger said you would earn over about $10,000 in that amount of time, which is, you know, he's a math guy and I'm not a math guy, but that was pretty amazing that he had those numbers. So I'm going to take a breath. Hi, Blake.
Hello.
So just talking about the incentive that came out, that they introduced at Sundance. And also I just posted in Team Schmidt, there's a list of people who filled out the questionnaires and the challenge that might be interested in health coaching. And you had 1 or 2 on there. I told Larissa I couldn't read it because it was really small. So when you get off the call, you're going to want to go in there and take a look at it. Okay. Okay. Here's another really big thing coming out. Rolling out November 18th. Take Shape for Life is adding to their Optimal Health line, which is what the sleep aid and the tea and the all that stuff that just came out. It's branded Take Shape for Life. MetaFast is not on it at all. It's Take Shape for Life's product. So November 18th, they are rolling out their Optimal Health line. Now, these are not meal replacements for the 5-in-1 weight loss phase. These are for people who are on maintenance, who still need to they still need to eat 6 times a day, right? And if they're exercising and they're doing 5-in-1, because that's what they're doing, that's their normal routine now, they're not getting enough calories. And we've talked about that, right? And they still have to eat those in between meals. So these are 180 to 200 calories. They are all natural. There is no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors. The packaging is biodegradable. It is a completely green line, and it's called Take Shape for Life's Optimal Health line. And listen to the choices. Listen to these food. Listen to this. There's a chocolate peanut butter shake. There's a dark chocolate dream bar. There's a cookies and cream shake. There's a pina colada drink. And there's a strawberry yogurt bar. Now, the people who I've talked to who were in Sundance and who tried these said that they were really good. And I imagine that they are, because they're going to be like the caramel nut maintenance bar. You know how much yummier those are that from our regular bars, because they move into that 180 to 200 calorie range. And when you can do that, you know, you get to add some more stuff that always adds more flavor. So those are coming out. Those are rolling out November 19th. They will be for your maintenance, or November 18th, pardon me. Wait. Yeah, November 18th. They will be for your maintenance people. They will be for your people who just order a little bit of stuff every month. You know, that $75 to $100 just to have something that they can have when they're working and they need to keep eating. This is going to be for those people. It's going to be a great tool for your maintenance people and your people who have lost their weight and are maintaining, and are exercising and trying to get, and we have people even in Away We Go that talk about that. You know, I don't need to lose any more weight, or I'm exercising and I'm hungry, and it's like we get them, we transition them, but at the same time when we transition them, they're not any less busy than we were when we talked to them at the beginning, right? Because we say, have you heard that eating 6 times a day is a healthy way to eat? Yep. Do you do that now? No. Why don't you? And what do they always say?
Too busy.
They're too busy, right? So just because they've lost their weight and they're off of 5-in-1 weight loss, that doesn't mean that they shouldn't continue to eat that 6 times a day. And us as health coaches, we as health coaches want to make sure that we're doing that. So this is going to be a great tool. And I also really like that they don't say MetaFast on them. I would just love that. I would love that to be what happens down the road. And it could be, you know, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I doubt that is going to be the way that it is, but it could be, because we have the centers, you know, that people can go to buy MetaFast food, and that's fine. But if there's a Take Shape for Life client that walks in off the street and those centers sell food, you know, I mean, it just doesn't seem quite right. So if we could kind of flip that switch with clients in the future and to have them not put together MetaFast and Take Shape for Life, then that wouldn't happen, right? And it wouldn't be the kind of thing where people saw you eating and saw your wrapper and then went home and Googled what you were doing and found out what it was. So anyway, I'm not afraid of you know, MetaFast and Take Shape for Life right now, but I really do like that they're moving toward an optimal health line. And I really, really am proud of the fact that they're moving towards no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners. And I think that's going to be amazing. And I wonder don't you wonder how they're going to do that with a peanut butter shake and a cookies and cream shake and a strawberry yogurt bar? So we'll see. That sounds fun. That sounds yummy. So that's coming November 18th. Okay. Let's see. What else was I going to say? Okay. I'm going to take a breath. You guys tell me. Questions about any of that I've talked about?
The one thing you said that Brian Drollinger, is that his name, had figured out that money. How many was that you'd have to get the 10,000?
25. Well, he said he did 3 clients a week.
Okay.
Because that would be right. That would be right. Correct? How many would that be? No, that'd be more than 10. More than 5. He said 3 clients a week.
So you're looking at about 12 a week, or 12 a month.
Yeah, 12 a month. But let's just do the 5 and get the $100 bonus, $100 bonus, $100 bonus, and then if you throw in an extra 5 over the 3 months, you get 1,000.
Yeah.
And that's just bonus. That's not commission. He's talking about the bonuses plus the commission you'll make off of the clients if they continue to order over those months, right? Because if you go out and you add that many clients and they continue to order, because we don't have clients that just order one time. Our clients continue to order. So, yeah. But I think if we focused on the happy, healthy holidays with 5 clients, you know, 5 in October, 5 in November, 5 in December. If you do that, that's 15. So you have to have another 10 by the end of December. It's 25 total by the end of December. And what they're considering it being is $1,500, because you'll get $1,000 bonus. You'll get 3 $100 bonuses, and there'll be the $200 free certification that's that's transferable to other coaches. So you would be able to, and bringing on all of those clients, chances are there's going to be a coach or two that's going to rise to the top. And wouldn't it be wonderful if you earned that, and then within the 2 or 3 or 4 months, you were able to gift that to a new coach? That would be pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Was I clear about that? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's see, what else? I got on the leadership call tonight live. I haven't done that in a while, and I like that. That's at 6 o'clock Pacific time. If you haven't done that, sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. And if you just take it with a grain of salt and you get on and listen, tonight's was okay. They had a lot of technical difficulties, but they laid out this, what I just talked to you about, they laid it out in the leadership call. So I will post that in Team Schmidt. So if any of you want to go back and listen to Dr. Anderson and Brian Drollinger and JC Dornick and the Millers talk about it, it's really kind of cool. I'm really, really looking forward to the Optimal Health line. I think that's going to be really fun to go along with the sleep stuff that we have now. I think it's a great way to show that we are not a diet company. And we're not someone who's, going that way. We're really about optimal health. And it is one of those things that we've had people, and I think Blake very recently had somebody talk about the sweeteners, right? Ask what was in it. And, so it's nice to be able to offer that to people. At least, maybe not at the very beginning, but down the road. Okay. What else?
How do you get bonus for the challenge? Because Brian's trying to make up some bonus, but he can't find all the extra bonus stuff.
They're at the bottom of your, let me bring up my thing and let me show you where they are. Now they're at I think they've just put them at the bottom of where we are. Let me scroll down here. Under bonus points, they should be pretty easy to see. Let me share my screen. Okay, so here we are in the Thin It to Win It challenge. And over here, this is where you normally go. Here is your, this is what it looks like. Earn points for participation, right? Mm-hmm. You apply on a comment and you go all the way down. It says this week. And then now, right down here at the bottom, under bonus points, there's these 3 things you can get. And there's going to be different ones over the next 2 weeks that you can do.
Okay, because I haven't seen those ones.
These were just here today.
Okay.
Yep, and I posted that in my, oh, you're not in my room. These are, but you do all of them right here, and then there's bonus. And then make sure, and we talked about this earlier when we talked, Larissa, make sure when you go to your team room, that's where your Zoom is. Your Zoom call is right here. Hang on. Right here. It says earn participation points now for post to your team wall, complete your health assessment, and then Zoom meeting right here. See the Zoom meeting?
Yeah.
There's a link, and I clicked on it because it said, if you have watched this Zoom, click here. Well, mine's not green anymore because I've done it already.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah, because Brian's trying to catch up some on points, but he couldn't find the bonus, all the bonus stuff.
They're all the way at the bottom of his regular things. Always just have him go here at the beginning, right here, just like this, and there won't be any green check marks. These little buttons right here are all green, and you just click down the, I didn't know what was going to be there today. I just clicked down all of them, and then I got down here to the bonus ones, and it was like, oh, hey, there were bonus. So I posted in my room that there were bonus for people.
Okay.
Okay. I think we don't need to be in there anymore. Okay. Who's on the phone? Who's on the phone with us?
Hey, this is Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. Are you at work?
Hi. I just got out. I'm sitting in my truck.
Oh, yay! Okay, I recorded this, so if you missed the beginning part, I'm going to put it in Team Schmidt now that I know how to do it, because I finally figured out how to do these dumb uploads.
Okay.
So yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff coming. This is that time of the year that right now talking to people is really what propels you through the holidays. And because you're going to be dripping on them and sending them little things and sending them a before and after story, making sure you're friends with them on Facebook, making sure you're purposeful about your postings on Facebook. Count them out, see if you've done it recently, and make sure that you do something in general about health, something fun about what you've done, that you love helping your people, and then a before and after picture, and just kind of pay attention to the people who are liking what you're doing, because those are the ones you're going to want to just send a quick, we have a little script, just a little script in Team Schmidt that says if somebody's liked your posts, just, hey, thanks for liking my post. Do you know what I do? Or I don't know what it is now, but it's just very easy. Those are just done very quickly and very easily. And also another really big thing that always pays off for you is changing your profile picture. If you don't have a before and after picture up and you haven't had one for a while, I would change your before and after picture. If you haven't put a before and after picture of someone on your team or our team, and remember, you can go to Team Schmidt and you can go to my page, and any of the before and after pictures and stories that are there are up for you to use. Okay? And just remember to if you try to post something every day on Facebook, then your feed starts to show up a little more in the friends that you have. And always remember when you're talking to people, to ask them if they're on Facebook so you can become their Facebook friend. Okay? I did it just the other day. Here's an example of what happened to me. I'm friends with somebody, and somebody commented, and then I commented, and then I'm not really friends with all the people who are commenting, but they had a hilarious conversation. I'm just a casual friend of this person on Facebook. Well, all of her other friends were talking, and it was hilarious. And it got to the bottom of the thing, and I just said, you know what? You guys are too much fun. I think I need to be friends with all of you. And that's all I said. And within 3 minutes, all 5 of those people that were her friends that were commenting in that thing, friend requested me on Facebook. So it's just those little things that you just kind of do. And I didn't do it. I did it purposefully, but I didn't make the feeling up. They were fun, and I looked at them a little bit, and I thought, am I going to really want these people to be my friends? I looked at them a little bit, but I was purposeful with what I said. But I really genuinely, they were hilarious. They were all very positive, but they were funny at the same time. And those are the kind of people I want to be around, and those are the kind of things I want to come up in my feed. So I know it's very time consuming, and we all have full-time jobs, but it's paid off for me. And so have if you're not sending an email to your clients every single week, all you have to do is just forward on the one that your mentor coach sends you. If your mentor coach is not giving you one regularly and you want mine, email me or message me and tell me, and I will send it. I send one out every Monday morning. And I had today, 2 people message me and say, thank you so much for keeping me in the loop, or something to those effects. I've gained some of my weight back. I'm getting ready to go to Asia. One of them said, how fast can I get my food? Well, I haven't talked to her in so long, I didn't even remember where she lived. So I quick brought her thing up, and she's in Virginia. I messaged her back and I said, call client services, here's your ID number, order your food, you'll have it in 48 hours. And in the meantime, if you want to talk to me about a 1,200 calorie plan for the next couple of days, call me. And then the other one was just, I'm ready for a tune-up and I'm going to order. So, tell me what I need to do. I don't remember my username and password. But they came, both of them thanked me for keeping them in the loop with my emails that I send every week. And most of the time it's Habits of Health. But the last couple of weeks, I don't know if any of you are my clients. Mary's my client and Cindy's my client. The last couple of weeks, I've put stuff in from the challenge, because I think that people are kind of getting it kind of gets old when it's the same habit of the week, you know, it's 8 weeks and it's just a loop. So I started doing some things from the challenge with Dr. A's information. And I kind of like that. And then I just put a blurb in. So anyway, I don't work hard at it. I have all of my email addresses all together under our team. And I always click BCC and I click all, and they just fill in, and I put something cute in the subject line, and then I type it in, and off I go. And it really only takes me maybe 5 minutes to do my email. But it's going to, you know, hundreds of people. I mean, I have hundreds of people that my email goes to every Monday, and every single Monday. If they have bought anything from me at any time ever, food, or contacted me, they're a client, and they're put under my client contacts, and they get that email. Okay? All right, I'm going to stop talking for a minute. Yes?
You just said if they've ever contacted you. So does that mean that you're sending those to your connection as well?
No, I misspoke. Yeah, I corrected myself. If they've ever, I didn't want to say if they, I said if they bought something, and that sounded bad to me. So I tried to correct it, and it came out wrong. If they are a client of any sort, if they've ordered, it goes, if I get, over the years, I have gotten MetaFast leads from Take Shape for Life. These people have ordered, I got one today. No one ever, I called her and emailed her back. The email was returned, not addressable. Even the one that came on the order from Take Shape for Life saying that she'd ordered her food, and this is what her order was. I called the number. It wasn't the person who talked, didn't say it was that, you know, that I reached them. So I left a message. But if they've ordered food like that and they show they've shown up, they go on my client email. Because I consider them a client, whether they've called me back or not. They're going to get some kind of support from me.
What about your clients that you have now in your room, your Thin It to Win It room? Are you going to add them to your client list?
I think so. I haven't done that yet. I'm actually considering, I have 2 women in there. I'm actually considering asking them if they want to get into Away We Go and lurk, just to see what the support is like all the time if they're Take Shape for Life clients. They love the challenge, but they've not been as successful as people that are using the food, and they're starting to notice it a little bit. And what they're thinking, and they know about the food, and they know what's going on, but what they're thinking is that there's going to be another challenge coming down the road. And I said, you know, I don't know when or if there's going to be one. Yes, we've had them fairly regularly, but you know what? We have this great site that it's like this all the time. You know, I mean, you don't earn bonus points, but we hold each other accountable in there, and you have a health coach too. So I'm considering doing that, but I haven't put them on my email. Probably should, at least connections, I'm thinking, right?
Well, I was thinking that it might not be a bad idea to just look at them as clients continually, because they already know everything. It's not like you have to talk to them. They're
That's true.
It.
That's true.
So
they do, and they already know about Dr. Anderson, and they already know about the Habits of Health, and they already know about everything that there is being dripped on them while they're here, right?
Right.
Yep. I don't think that's a bad idea. That's something to consider.
And it's kind of one of those things that planting, you know, when you plant seeds, I guess, you don't want to dig up the seeds and pull them out.
Move them. Yeah. Replant them.
Right. You just want to keep them in there. You know, they might take longer, but
right. Yeah. Right. And honestly, we told the people who were going to be in our room that we were going to support them regardless of whether they were a client or not, right?
Right.
So that's just keeping our word.
Right.
And I think I've had maybe like 6 people in 4 years ask me to take them off my emails that they get. I mean, they've been getting them every week. I mean, I have clients that have been getting an email for 4.5 years since I started coaching. They get an email from me every single week. And sometimes it's late, but I don't think I've ever missed completely. So it's good. It's a good dripping thing. And it really is something that is just another level of support for them. And we need to give good information. And I don't mind the weekly habits, you know, and doing them over that 8-week span. But we've been doing that for several months now. So I'm shaking it up a little bit and putting some stuff in. And the challenge has, I mean, when I do my daily reading and that information comes from Dr. Anderson or from his book or whatever it is, and if it really speaks to me, I want that in my email. I want all of my clients to get that, not just the people who are in the challenge. And I want that to be personal from me. I don't want to just post it in Away We Go. And all my old people aren't active in Away We Go. And some of my people are not even in Away We Go because they're not Facebook people. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. How are you, Cindy?
Good.
Good. Okay. So I've recorded this. I'm going to put it in Team Schmidt, and I also, Mary, I think you missed it. I posted in Team Schmidt the list of people who replied to the survey that they were interested in coaching.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't think people are just marking that arbitrarily, because my people, I'm getting those things back, and they say no. You know, it's like, no. So it's just a way to explore. And I'm here if you want to do a 3-way call with anybody. I'm here to do it. But there's still like 60 scholarships out there. $100. She'll reimburse. The incentive money will reimburse them $100 of their coaching kit.
Now, do they have to be in this challenge?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that question was asked. Nikki asked it, and I thought it would be fine, because it's kind of like, well, you know, if I don't know, but it's not. It's written in the rules that you have to be a person. That's what the incentive money, and that makes sense. I mean, it's our money. The people who are in the challenge, it's not fair to give that to people who didn't pay the money to get in, right? So, the other thing that's been talked about, I'm just going to let you know. And we need to talk about it as a team. And if you have your own room, you need to talk about it, and you need to consider it as a coach. Some of the other teams, some of the other hotels, not the Fisk Hotel, but some of the other hotels decided at the beginning of the challenge that some of their money, their incentive money, was going to be used for food scholarships to incentivize non-clients to purchase food their first month. Well, Kim decided that wasn't going to be the case for our team. So we're not doing it, but she did mention it in a video that she did. I think I posted it in Team Schmidt. That if that's something that you wanted to do, this would be about the time to do it. And she also mentioned she didn't know if she was going to put it on the general wall. And I private messaged her and asked her to not put it on the general wall, because all of my coaches might not do that. And I don't want it to be out there on the general lobby wall if we're not all doing it as a team. If it's not coming from the incentive money from the challenge, then it shouldn't be put out in the general lobby. Everyone should be able to talk about it privately in their own room. So that's totally up to you guys. If you decide you want to do that, if you want to say, you know, I'm giving a $10 or $20 or, you know, whatever food credit for your first order. If you've talked to people, if you just say something general, you know, I'm sure you've seen from all of the chat, and you can tell from Dr. Anderson that this program is amazing. If it's something that you've been considering and you'd like to explore, there's possible food scholarships available. You know, you can just leave it at that. Not say what, not say how much, not say where it's from. And if you talk to them and on a scale of 1 to 10, they're a 6. Oh, but you know, maybe I'll order $50 worth of food to get the $25 worth of scholarship. You know, just feel them out and use your judgment. If it's something that sounds like it might be, you know, worthwhile for you and they're really interested and it might, you know, push them right a little bit further, do that. And also couple that with letting them lurk and Away We Go. But I think we've mentioned this before. Don't leave them in there. If you let someone come in to lurk and you invite them, my little gal, I've got on my calendar, it's going to remind me. When I let them stay for a length of time, and then I put it on my phone, and my phone's going to say remove Beth from Away We Go. And so I'm going to reach out to Beth and say, okay, so you've had a week to kind of see, you know, what's going on in there, and we've talked about it, and so what do you think? And if she says no, I'm going to say, okay, well, you know, Away We Go is a private site, so I'm going to be removing you from that site at the end of the day. And I take them out. I don't leave them in. Because we have told our clients that that's what that is. Okay, but use it. It's a great tool. It's a great tool. And it's I mean, really, there are other coach teams that have 600 clients in their little rooms, and they're not as active as us. So we keep it going pretty well. And I think we all have a different mesh and a different spin on what speaks to us to post. And I think that helps. And then I always encourage my client, Peg Shelton was one of them tonight. Yay, woohoo! All right, will you post that and Away We Go for me so you can, you know, encourage and support other people that are on the same journey? And then she went right into Away We Go and posted. So I always say that when I get off my coach call with them. Okay? Okay. Something you want to talk about? Anybody?
Okay, so, you know, we get the incentive for bringing on new clients for the next 3 months. Now, is there anything for the client that they get if they sign on, or is it just us?
Just us.
Okay.
Nope, just us. They get 5 free boxes of food.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, that's good.
Yep. Nope.
When did this incentive start?
It started already in October. Five new clients by the end of October, you get a $100 bonus. 5
Okay.
new clients by the end of November, another $500. 5 new clients by the end of December, and you get $100 plus free certification. And then if you
Okay.
get 25 in total in those 3 months, there's a $1,000 bonus at the end of December. So 25 clients in 3 months, which would make 25 clients. It makes you executive director.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm moving and shaking. I want to get moving. I want more people, and away we go. And I'm not talking to enough people, and I'm afraid that I'm going to let people go, and then I'm going to find out that they found out about this program from somebody else, you know? Because I get busy and I stop talking about it, and I talk about it to you guys, and I'm in trainings when I'm doing the high five and the ED2B calls. But really, when you start mentoring like this, you kind of get away from client acquisition, and you don't want to do that. You know, you want to keep your levels pretty high, and you want to keep your client acquisition there, and you want to run between 8,000 and 10,000 frontline volume. And I fell down to 6,700 this month, and that was a little uncomfortable for me. So I need to get back into it. And your people don't stick around, you know. I mean, they're here, and then they go off, and they have lost their weight, and they start to order less. So it's just, I don't know. Although my people don't. I run that volume because I think because of client support. I think that it's really important that you send those weekly emails and that you talk to your people. And I think they know that you're here even if they don't talk to you or hear your voice. Okay?
Right.
So let's go get them. And wouldn't it be fun to get a new coach and give that certification away? I like that one.
Yeah. Tell me about that one again.
If you get I think the December one is 5 clients will get you $100 and plus free certification in the month of December, because December is a tough month.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're incentivizing that month a little more for you. And if you are already certified, you can gift your certification to another coach.
Okay.
So if you earn that and Billy becomes a health coach in December, you can give him your certification and he can be certified.
Okay.
At no cost. Does that make sense?
He can take the test at no cost?
Yep.
Okay.
He can take the test at no cost.
And we're talking about the certification test, not the basic one.
Not the basic one. The basic one doesn't cost you anything. You just have to pass that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Make sense? And I'm going to post the leadership call in Team Schmidt too, because I was on live tonight, and as soon as the recording is up, I'll post it in Team Schmidt so you can go back, because you can get on and fast forward through you can listen to it. You can listen to it if you'd like to. There was a new global director that was introduced, and he was very inspiring. But if you want to fast forward through the chit chat and get to the incentive at the end, then you can do that. Okay? Good.
Now, how do you lurk in everybody else's room? Because I've never been able to figure out how to see anybody else's room.
In the challenge? In the challenge, Larissa?
Yeah.
What I don't know is, can you lurk if you're not a leader? I think you can, right?
I don't know.
Who's participating?
Because I saw Blake's name and I was going to say hi in his room, and I couldn't. It didn't have anything where I could get on to say hi, anything in the room.
Well, I don't know that you can. I don't think you can post.
Oh, okay.
You can't post in his room.
Oh, okay. Well, I couldn't even get in the room or anything.
Well, Blake might have not opened it up.
Oh, okay.
How do I open it up?
I posted that in Team Schmidt.
Yeah.
You don't need to open it up. Don't worry about it.
I mean, yeah.
I posted it in Team Schmidt a while ago, Blake.
I think you have to go to your profile.
You do.
My profile?
You go to your profile, and I think there's a link that asks if you want to allow other people to view your team.
Oh, yeah. It's down by your weight loss picture. If you go to your profile, under, here it is. Here it is. It's down here. See, if you go to your profile,
Oh, how are the coaches?
and then if you scroll down under private profile, there's a
Okay.
see the X right here that says publish my weight on my profile, and then there's a check mark that says allow other coaches to view my team.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll check that out.
Mary's right. And I really don't know how I don't remember how you get in. They were all listed somehow.
Well, when you go to your team page, or your challenge wall, I think it says go to your team, and then it says view other people's team down on the bottom on the right-hand side. Keep going down. Oh, maybe it's not on maybe it's on the challenge wall.
I don't know.
I've seen it before.
Well, click around. Find it again.
I think it's on the
Okay.
challenge wall.
Okay, so here.
Yeah.
View all your points. Challenge rules.
Going down.
View all teams. Here you go. So here's our stuff. View your team is purple right under where your people are, right here.
Right.
There's a purple link that says view all teams. So you click on view all teams and you go over here, and the only ones you can see are the ones that have a green button over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you see it, Blake?
Mm-hmm.
So here's Blake. He's not open. That's why you couldn't see him.
Oh, okay.
See him? But Bliss is open, so I can click in Bliss's.
Is
View
this
team.
just our hotel?
Just our hotel.
Okay.
So you can go in and see what they're saying. And it's really just so you can see the conversation and to maybe see if they've put something that's inspiring that you want to copy and put in your room. You know, that's what it's for. I guess if you want to be competitive and see how what they're doing and their points and all that stuff. But I don't know. I don't have time to lurk in other people's rooms. It's like, oh my God, I barely have enough time when I have a little red dot up here that says I need to do my reading. So I don't spend a lot of time doing that, lurking around. I type in mine. I put my coach message in. I reply on other things. I see if there's conversation going on, and I keep that going. And then I do my points and I get out. So I'm done. Okay? Okay. We need to get off the phone at 7:49. This is too long of a call. We don't like that. Okay, so if you didn't get everything, I'm recording it, and I'm going to put it in Team Schmidt, and I'm also going to put the link to tonight's leadership call that will give you that the specifics on the happy, healthy holidays, and also the specifics on the optimal health line that's coming out. Okay, that was all discussed tonight on the leadership call. Okay, and I'm sure it will be in Coach Connection tomorrow too, that you can see it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Mary, do you want to stay on?
I'm not going to tonight.
Okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to stop recording, you guys. Call me if you need me, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Okay.